Hello, everyone. I am Lynn, Dream Girl Writer, coming to you today to share a wisp of wisdom, if you will, from my latest dream called A Child's Wisdom. And in this dream, just to synopsize it, my beautiful 10-year-old grandmother appears in this dream and tells me that I have to update my jeans. And I'm wearing a pair of hippie jeans with hand sewn borders and pockets from that harken back to my days as a hippie in, uh, in the 70s. And when I unpacked this dream, I found that this very wise message was telling me to kind of update my outfit, so to speak, how I present myself to the world. What is it I'm trying to say? What legacy am I going to leave behind? And how do I serve the greatest good? And I remember with all the passion that I had during that period of time, I was a new mother and I adored my little baby daughter, and I was newly married, and the marriage had lots of love and promise, and I was very young, but I had gotten a free ride to the university, and I was the first one in my family that went to college that I knew of, anyway. And it was all very kind of heady and exciting, and it just made me feel a little bit invincible, that I had never felt like that before. And so at as universities often did, there were a lot of protest rallies against the Vietnam War about that time. And so I took my baby daughter off to these rallies and learned how to play the guitar and play, songs from Joan Baez and Bob Dylan and Pete Seeger, protest songs. And was really it was a really joyful part of my life. It was a part of my life where I felt like I was my authentic self. And I just realized with this dream that I had this morning, where I had to kind of revisit that point in time and realize that I was in it for less than altruistic purposes, attending these rallies, and that I kind of had a self-serving agenda that went along with it. But to think of the way I feel today, that if I had just added the component of service to the greatest good, if I had just really gave it some thought as to why I was doing these things and why these things turned me on and why that cause um, attracted me to support it. And in my 70s now, having five grandchildren, three grown adult children and five grandchildren that are making their way in the world, I'm once again trying to step into that authentic self, that excited girl who had very wonderful aspirations to uh, spread love and peace all around, basically. And as a very mature woman who has been through a lot of ups and downs in life since then, I forgot how good that feels. It feels really good to want to do good. And like I said, at that point in time, I kind of went off course a little bit because I kind of got into my individual self more than exactly, why was I doing all these things. But at the same time, that's kind of a natural course of youth, is to learn those things by doing them wrong sometimes. And I just feel like what I can bring to the table now is all that youthful enthusiasm, that love, that feeling that I really do want everybody to be happy, in the sense that they're happy because they're empowered as themselves, in the sense that they're content and at peace with their lives because they know that what they really bring to the rest of us is love. And they can only do that through being, we can only do that through being ourselves, and forgiving each other and resetting the default, regardless of how many times it takes, to staying in love, to staying on track with a sacred purpose, and to bring forth your gifts in some form, in some way, to share with everyone else. And so that's my hippy dippy message for today. It's like, come on, people, now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try and love one another right now. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.